Hello, everyone.
Here we are. Again, kissing.
You're back.
She's back. How's everyone doing? So nice to see you. I know it's been a while, right?
Yeah. Guys, do we need to say, everybody say hi? Okay? We start with Jessa Lips. Came in.
Jessa, how you doing?
Tom Patrick.
And Tom Patrick, of course, and his lovely wife Lynn up there in Maine.
Oh, Tom Patrick. Rickshaw.
Rickshaw and Faye. Yep, more of my brothers.
Legaya Abaredes.
Stay Frosty, how you doing? Hello, Eden. That's Eden from Nedeker Cheers. Nice to see you, dear. Hey, listen, sorry I've been away for a while. I had to get away. There was a lot of stress and, just things in general. trying to support her getting back here, and there was just so much going on. Adrian Gibson, Tim Desiak, how you doing? So nice to see you. Joan Jenny, nice to see you.
Stay frosty.
Migs Reality, Migs Reality TV, hi, nice to see you. And I'm going to be back. We're both going to be back, but I had to take some time off just because. You know, she was canceled twice before in the U.S. From getting here, so it is what it is, and I saw myself getting caught up into a lot of things, and I just kind of I thought the best thing for me was to just step aside for a while and focus on this lovely lady.
I'm special.
Yeah, we've only been married 39 years. So what did we miss? We missed, we've been apart 10 months. She arrived on the late night, almost on the 19th, damn near midnight. And she had to do 10 days quarantine in the hotel, of course.
Yes.
But twice before, when she tried to board a plane, or, you know, she had her ticket, just like within a couple days, the Philippine government put a travel ban on multiple countries, the U.S. being one of them. So it was wait. Hart Gasper, how you doing? Cheesy, hello, how are you? And Uncle Charles, good to see you all.
Sabaning Tribe.
Uh-oh, there she is, Tribal Mountain Beauty. Thank you so much for coming by.
Holiday Artist.
Here we are again, Holiday Artist. Wow. Now I haven't visited hardly anybody in about a month, just because I took some time off, but that's okay. I'm gonna come back because it was all about, if you were in my shoes, you might understand, but it was all about just focusing. Kenny and Subic, hello, how are you? Belle Bernanz, how are you? Nice to see you, dear. Happy belated birthday to you.
Say hi to Mr. Barrett.
Mr. Jess Barrett is in the house. Nice to see you too.
And Tim Desiak.
Of course, Tim Desiak. Of course. Hazy Cheesy, hello. How are you? How are things in the UK? Nice to see you. It's just been a while for us. Well, it's been a long time for us. We've been apart for 10 months, and during the last month, I was getting. It's hard to explain, but you know, I wanted to focus on helping her get back here. Judy Fisher, my darling, how are you so much?
Of course.
Anyway, what we want to. It's nice to see everybody. It really is, and we're back. I'm back. She's back.
How to Hawaiian.
Wow, H2H is here. Wow, that is awesome. That is just so awesome.
Who's Uncle Charles?
Thanks so much. Oh, he's been with us for quite a while now, Uncle Charles. Yeah.
Chuck.
No. Maybe you can call him Chuck if you want to.
Kenny and
hello, Ligaya. How are you? Nice to see you.
Thank you, Ligaya.
So we missed, what did we miss? No big deal, right? We missed a Thanksgiving, a Christmas, both our birthdays, our 39th wedding anniversary on May 5th.
Yeah. Again.
Okay. So we missed it. No big deal. But we're battle tested. Mm-hmm. My years in the Navy, where I was deployed out to sea, and made 6-7 month deployments, things like that. So we're kind of used to it. Another couple might have struggled. Maybe I don't know. I can't say that, of course, but 10 months is a long time. It's a long time, especially Hart Gasper. Hello, how are you?
Guys, he lost weight and I found him.
Yeah, I lost weight. Not that I was heavy anyway, but yeah, I would say probably over the last 6 months I lost maybe about close to 20 pounds, and I didn't need to lose weight, but I lost 20 pounds probably because of course, cooking for myself, eating for myself, whatever. Uncle Charles, I'm just a subscriber from Nebraska. We'll be moving to Cavite soon.
Yay!
Yeah, if you get here, we can hook up. Anybody who gets here, we can hook up. Thank you so much for that, Kenny and Subic. So we miss some times, but again, we're battle tested and battle hardened because of my years in the Navy. So it was okay, but 10 months kind of got to be a long time. And, it's really the opposite. It's normally the Westerner who gets on a plane, leaving behind a tearful Filipina, but in this case, it was a Filipina getting on a plane,
And a tearful.
leaving behind a tearful Westerner.
Okay.
And we even did a video about that, so that was pretty cool. So, but finally, after her ordeal,
We do
not in the States,
Bernard.
she stayed with our kids in the States. She got to watch one of our Apo, our grandsons, being born, so that was cool.
Hi, JG.
JG, hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Thanks so much. So she made the best of her time in the States, while I sat here and just kind of, you know, I tried to do some things to keep my life going and keep busy and things like that. So it's not as easy as you think. You're like, well, I'm in the Philippines all by myself and yada yada yada. No, it doesn't work that way. If you were single or something like that, maybe you can figure things out and do some other thing because it's your life. Go about your business, do what you want to do. But when the soulmate of your life, the song of your heart, is gone for 10 months, that's very difficult. So I hope we can all appreciate that and understand it. But anyway, we want to talk a little bit. We were at another channel the other day, and we briefly discussed what it took for her to get back here. So let's let her talk.
Oh, Bel Bernard saying he can see.
Yes,
He
I'm
can
so
see, I
happy.
can see your face. Aw.
But that's why I took time off YouTube, because I was just so I think I had stress. I think I probably had a little bit of depression because I was so tired and so burned out about, okay, she's got her ticket, she's coming, and then they would put a travel ban. And then she got a ticket and she was coming and they put a travel ban. And it was just, you know, do I stay here any longer? Because this was our dream, to retire here in the Philippines. So there were some tough decisions to make. It's like, how long do we hold on? And it's things like that that maybe some of you who are interested to come to the Philippines, you might have to think about, especially if you have a heartthrob like me, you know, that you have to worry about. But anyway, we're going to talk about just briefly what it took for her to get back here, finally. So go ahead, from when you were in Texas.
You start, babe.
Well, I wasn't there.
I know. Well, anybody got a question?
Okay, so and if you have questions, definitely ask them. We'll try to get to them, no problem.
Yeah,
Tim Dizak, depression and stress are very difficult when alone. Yes, it is. And if any of you for a moment think I was out and around carousing and doing this and that, God bless you. Good luck with that. No, it doesn't work that way.
And it's hard for me.
If we were a married couple and I was 24, 26, you know, young, perhaps I could have fell into some traps and made some mistakes or things like that. I get that. And she could have did the same thing. But when you're married 40 years, yeah, you don't think about things like that. You think about, and you know, we have 5 kids, and now we have 8 grandchildren. Another one on the way in August. So when you're in that situation, you don't think about those things. You're thinking about, you know, the person I've been snuggling and hugging and sleeping with and arguing with and everything for so long, for so many years, since 1981. You know, that's not gonna happen. I can't see it happening. It's very difficult. So, but everybody has their own life. Everything works out differently for everyone else, but that's not the case for us. So she finally got a ticket where she was actually able to board a plane. Now
that will be May 1st.
and that was in Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
She went from Houston to Honolulu, Hawaii, from Honolulu to Guam, and from Guam to Manila. Now, when you boarded the plane, did you have to show anything or prove anything, or what did you have to do?
Well, you have your passport, that's for sure, right? And then they kind of lead you, you know. I said, I don't know what's going on here, how to start, you know. I bought my ticket, and I got my passport. You show it to some, there's people there that will help you out, I don't know, from the airport. And they said, okay, here's the kiosk. Let's follow what it wanted. And the more important for them is, I think, a QR code.
Hello, Far From Home. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you for all of you dropping in. Thanks for coming back and taking a look at us. Okay, so
The QR code.
they wanted a QR code, but
Yeah. And
some people had QR codes leaving the States, and some didn't. Some just had their passport or whatever.
No, what happened is before I got
Tell
in.
them.
Yes, before I got to the what do you call
Airport?
this? The airport.
It's called an airport, hon.
Before I
She's
got
so
in the
excited
airport.
to see me. I mean, who wouldn't be excited to see this?
Okay, honey. Good morning, Maureen.
MMK,
Or good
hello, how are?
evening.
That's right.
Anyway, so I planned everything. I got the QR code that that they require, that I thought they will require. Flown to Houston, to Honolulu.
Nothing's
Long flight,
changed.
Long flight.
Not much.
Okay, Stay Frosty is asking for a QR code. What is the QR code? QR code. What is that QR code? It's just like, I try to forget a lot of things soon as I get out of, because they just kind of throw everything on your face, and it's all different kinds. QR code, once you get there in the airport, you will know what's a QR code, because they will,
BW, hello.
they will tell you what to do. I flew United, and they are pretty good in that, for going to the airport.
Yes,
From the
for
start.
all those who are asking, I've seen this a couple times now. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
She already had she had her vaccine, 2
Yes.
doses. Okay, so that was a done deal. But nobody along the whole way cared.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cared about her having a vaccine.
Yep.
So she boarded the plane, right?
Yes. Yes, Jermaine, FLA. It is, but
Jim in
it is
Florida,
what
hello.
it
I think
is.
that's what it says.
Yeah. It is what it is, though.
Right.
You're just gonna have to, if you really want to get here so bad, like how I did it, it didn't matter. I just kind of.
Mark Richard, nice to see you. Thank you so much. So she flew from Houston.
Mm-hmm.
She had her vaccines, had her card, all that stuff. You didn't have to present that to board the plane, though, did you?
The what?
Your proof of your vaccine.
No.
Nope. Leaving the States, she was not made to prove that she had vaccine.
Nope.
So no one asked her, nobody cared.
Yep.
So she flew from Houston to Honolulu, 7-hour flight.
When you're in the airport, in United, in that kiosk, they're gonna find out.
United Airlines.
Yes, they're gonna ask, well, where you going, right? They will know, in your ticket that you're going to the Philippines. So they're gonna look at the protocol that needs to be done before you can board in that United airplane. So they will tell, okay, you can't board that plane anyway until all the protocol is being followed.
But it was one of the protocols proof of you having a vaccine or no? Nope.
Vaccine
So
it
for
doesn't
her to
matter.
board in Houston on United, Tom Patrick said we bought round trip tickets from United Airlines too. When we got stranded in the Philippines, we never got a refund for our return flight.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was worried about that, but you know what?
Yeah. So she boarded the flight in Houston. It was United all the way to Manila. Not the same plane, but United all the way to Manila.
Yep.
So she boarded the flight, went from Houston to Honolulu. That was a 7-hour flight. They didn't serve any food.
Mm-hmm.
They gave her a drink and some peanuts or something like that. 7 hours.
Some kind of sweet cracker. I don't know.
Or some cracker, something. And a lot of people on the plane were bitching because a lot of people didn't know. And what they tell you, you were supposed to sign up when you booked your ticket,
Yeah,
whether you
like-
wanted food or not? Does that make any
like
sense?
Order your food.
Pre-order your food is like what? Who knows who? It was that in a fine print or whatever. So it was what it was. And then she has about a 45-minute layover in Honolulu. That's good, not long. Goes from Honolulu to Guam on another United flight. That's 8 hours.
Yeah. I
And they
understand.
didn't feed anyone again. 7 hours and 8 hours, and they didn't let her eat.
Yeah.
Or anyone on the plane. They just gave them coffee, water, whatever, and a couple crackers or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So she's got a short layover. She's supposed to have what, about a 30-minute layover in
40
Guam?
40 minutes.
Or 40 minutes, so it's supposed to be fast, but they got delayed about an hour. Okay, no big deal, but they were delayed. So then from Guam to Manila is only 2.5 hours, and they fed the last remaining people on the plane. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So she went, from Houston to Guam. That's 15 hours flying time, little bit of a layover, whatever, and got a drink and some peanuts or crackers or that's it. So be advised on that if you book online or something like that and find out if food's available or do they serve food. Bottom line, chance favors are prepared. Pack some snacks. Pack lots of beef jerky and snacks and
Yep.
ready to eat things. Just chance favors are prepared kind of thing. So do that. But anyway, so she got here in Manila a little delayed. She was supposed to arrive on 19th Manila time at night about 9:15ish, something like that. But she got in about 11ish.
Probably like 10 something. Yeah.
Yeah,
almost.
10:30ish, something like that.
Yeah.
And then what happened from there? How many checkpoints or things you had to go
Oh.
through? She had to go through several different fill out paperwork stations. I don't know what you call them. Before she even got to immigration
What's
to
funny,
get her visa stamp.
What's funny is when you're, let me go back a
Tell
little
them.
bit. When I was in Houston, you would think that they will have like a social distancing, like when I flew from here, I have nobody in beside me.
Mike
but-
Whitcomb, expat prepper. Thank you so much. Nice to see you guys.
But coming from Houston to Honolulu, it's like it's all cramped out. There's no social distancing. I guess it's still U.S. territory, so no mask, no. Well, you need to wear a mask, but a lot of people doesn't. Anyway, and then when you get to Guam, it's still the same until you get coming to the Philippines. Then there's social distancing.
Yeah, it gets a little bit more protocol-ish the
Yeah.
closer you get here. Basically, you understand that? So as you leave the States, you don't see so much protocol type
Oh,
activities, but the closer you get here, protocols start taking effect. They
Oh,
want
yeah.
you to do this. They want you to do that.
yeah.
It can get kind of intense.
Face mask in the Philippines.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
and then she arrived here, and you can't take a taxi. After you go through a couple checkpoints
Yeah.
of filling out a bunch of paperwork, she
Well-
showed them. She showed them her verification of COVID that she got in the States, her COVID vaccines.
Hold on.
They didn't care. They right?
No.
They did not care.
Oh no, they don't. You can put it in there, that you're vaccinated, but it doesn't really matter, You're still gonna get a swab test. It's across the board. Everyone gets a swab test. Anyway, the first booth that you're gonna go through is your hotel booking. Make sure that you got the hotel booking and they check on it.
You have to have your hotel booked before you leave your country of origin or whatever.
Maybe they will help you out with that, make
Oh,
sure
maybe.
that before you get
But it's a risk.
Yeah, before you get out of the airport, you have
But I'm saying it's a
booking.
risk if you wait to get
Oh,
your
yeah.
hotel when you come here.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Anyway, and after that, you gotta go to get your to pay your swab test, which is 4,000 peso. It used to be that you can pay for 24 hours, which is 5,000, but and 4,000 for 48 hours wait. But it's not it's not what it is anymore. They changed it that everybody have to wait at least 48 hours for your swab test result. You pay that in the airport, and when you get out going to your taxi, they already have a slip that you're going to this hotel because you booked it, and the taxi is responsible for that, for you to get to that hotel. And they're not gonna let you get out there and stay there, until they assure that the hotel have you in their list that you are going to be quarantined there. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, I booked it there," and okay, taxi, get out. You can go now. No.
Yeah, when you arrive here, you can't like have a buddy picking you up or just jump in a taxi. There are shuttles, designated shuttle vans, and the driver's made to sign for your pickup from the airport, and then he has to get a signature from the hotel that you've already booked that he's dropped you off, and now you become the hotel's property for 10 days quarantine.
Yep.
No way around it, at least right now. We don't know if that's going to change.
I think it's from they call it BOQ. I assume
Bureau
it's
of Quarantine, yeah.
Yep, Bureau of Quarantine. So they are the one who, they process everything for you. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, I booked it here." No, BOQ will make sure that you're there for 10 days.
Yeah, so there's no
less.
swab test getting on a plane to come over here, but when you land, you pay at the airport. They make you sign all kinds of things. What the hotel you're going to,
Yes.
the shuttle van you're going to take to get there. You pay for your swab test that you're going to get on day 7, right?
Yes.
Day 7, they came to her room, knocked on the door, gave her swab test. What'd they do? They stuck a swab up each nostril once, then they
Twice.
did it again with another swab, and then they did it twice in her mouth.
Yep.
And then on day 9, they come back with the results and say you're good or you're not good. And of course,
In
she
the
was
email.
good.
Yeah.
Or they'll
yeah.
send it to you in an email, and you're not leaving the room, correct?
Nope.
Nope, you're not leaving the room. So
Yep.
now I went there because she was only 2 kilometers from me. 2 kilometers,
well,
a couple
that's
miles.
what
And
I
I was
looked.
bringing her food, and I brought her a laptop. Hello, Eden, hello. And I brought her mangoes and avocados and bagaong and kari-kari. And for the Filipinos in here, they know what that is. I was bringing her a lot of things because there's no, at least at the hotel she was in, there's no restaurant, there's no kitchen or nothing like that. So if you wanted to order food from them, you paid 600 pesos for
That's the hotel.
allegedly 4 meals that they contracted with somebody locally. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's not a street vendor, but a restaurant or somebody. And there were pre-positioned nightstands outside of each hotel room, and they would just come and drop the food on the nightstand, knock on the door, and leave.
Yes.
And then she would open the door and pick it up. She did it day 1, but she said the food sucked. For a Filipino to say that, that's pretty bad. She said it wasn't that good at all.
Yeah, I paid one night. I said, I'm going to try it first, I'm not going to pay 10 days of this misery. So 600 peso for one day, and it's like, oh no.
It wasn't about the money. It was just
No.
about what are you getting for your money.
Yep.
So she stayed at Red Planet, and it costed her $32 a night. Nice room. We stayed there when we first arrived here back in April of 2019. Nice room.
Yeah.
Hot water, modern showers, aircon, TV with 50-some channels, whatever. No problem. Not many other amenities. A small fridge, no microwave, one of them hot water coffee coffee decanters that you can boil hot water in for
No microwave.
cup of soups, no microwave, nothing like that. So,
It's
but some
terrible.
guys that I know have come here, and they were in a little bit more upper echelon of Manila. Not that she was in a bad place.
No.
She was in Binondo, but they're paying $100, $140,
Yeah.
$160 a night.
Yeah.
So
It's not the
it's
money,
up, it's up
but
to you. Yes,
I
it has
want
nothing to do with the money.
I want to be closer to the house, you know,
Yeah,
to my
she
home.
she took Red Planet, which is a very good, very well priced, and just pack a lot of food.
Yeah.
Or know somebody who can bring food. When I went there, I could not see her. She's up on the 5th floor, and whatever I brought her, the staff was nice enough to take it up to her.
Yeah.
I couldn't go up to her. She couldn't come down to me, and we're just like, just a couple floors apart for 10 days, and couldn't see
You're
her.
gonna be in the messenger talking to him. Hi, hon.
Yeah, we're just FaceTiming. I'm here. So, and then one of the employees or the guard or someone in the lobby would call somebody, whatever floor they were on. Hey, there's a delivery here for Mrs. Larson in
507,
room
yeah.
507 or whatever. And I'd wait a few minutes. They'd come down. I'd hand it off to them, give them 100 pesos or whatever, something. Or she would give them a tip up in the room or something. And that's it. They'd take it, and there's no reason for me to stay. I took off, and maybe the next day or day after, I'd come back and bring her some more things. So,
They will give you swab tests, then you pay.
and you have to pay for it. Yep, you got to pay for your swab test when you get here.
Yeah.
4,000 pesos,
Gotta
and
pay
that's
for
7 days ahead of time before you even get it.
Yeah. If you're non-OFW, I don't know if they do it for.
I'm sure
Filipino.
they swab OFWs, but I don't think they charge them for it.
Yeah.
I think that's government paid.
Well, I don't know if a Filipino will not pay. I'm not sure. I didn't.
Well, you're a Filipino. You had to pay.
No.
Judy, didn't Ray have to quarantine at home as well, even after quarantine? Yes. She is in day 3 of a 4-day quarantine after the 10-day hotel quarantine. Correct. Well, we did walk around and go a couple
I got
places.
my milk tea.
She got a milk tea. Mike Whitcomb, I'll never travel under those conditions. They have to change it. Yeah, it's very tough.
It is.
Very tough. Now, nobody can come here as a tourist right now. Either you're coming here because you have children here, and you can prove that, or you have a wife here, and you can prove that. A wife meaning a Filipina that's not been out of the country or whatever. Or you're coming here on an SRRV permanent residency visa, a 13A visa, which means you're married, or whatever. You're a diplomat or whatever, but you're not coming here as a tourist right now. I said that a long time ago. Hello, Jess. Nice to see you back again. I said that a long time ago. If anyone wants to dispute that, and that was just a guess. That was just speculation. Way back when, back in 20. I said I don't think anyone's coming here till at least 2022.
Yeah. And it's not going to be the same for a long, long time.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right about that, Jim. It's
Jim says the problem is even if travel is allowed later this year, nothing will be back to normal. Restaurants, dive spots, all the good stuff. That's right. Because as of right now, and you know what? It really appears they're opening up here a little bit more. They're really trying. But it's not fully open. But the malls are getting more crowded. The restaurants are getting more busier with dine-in. So right now it looks like there's a gradual movement toward opening it up.
JG goes, did Ray have to prove she had an American waiting for her? They don't care. Give
Doesn't
me
matter.
money.
Everybody here knows me. Everyone in the Philippines. No, they don't. I'm just kidding. But if you got questions or anything, at least feel free to ask. And again, keep this in mind. This is very important. The knowledge that you're armed with and that you go to sleep with tonight, when you wake up tomorrow, it could change.
Yeah.
Some of it, a little bit of it, a lot of it, all of it. That's just the way it's been. The Philippine government changes so fast.
Okay.
You really have to keep up with the prerequisites, the requirements, whatever it is you want to do when you come over here. Because you don't go to sleep saying, oh, okay, I've got all these things lined up, I'm good to go. You better check when you wake up, because something might change and it could screw you somewhere down the line. It could.
Tim Duziak is saying, I think SRRB visa is still not working to let me into the Philippines. We have a friend that was in quarantine.
If you have an SRV and you are out of the Philippines, I think you have to send a letter of request. There's some form. You can check it on the Bureau of Immigration. Don't quote me. I'm not a cake-eating, couch-sitting expert. I don't always know that. United States, hello, the world is turning the corner 3 more months and we are completely not out of this. Yeah. Everyone has an opinion. That's right. So to get back in, I think you have to get a letter of approval. I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
But don't quote me. That's what it was a few months ago. I don't know if that's the go. Now the SRV was suspended since October 23rd last year. May 10th, they reinstituted the SRV, and the only thing I know about it is you have to be 50 years old or older to apply for a special resident retiree visa, which means you become a permanent resident here, which I am. Doesn't make you a citizen, just makes you a permanent resident. So bear that in mind.
Yep. And
Hello, Rena Roberts. How
Yep.
are you? So nice to see you. So nice to see you. Tim D, did you leave the Philippines? I didn't know. Oh, you are in the Philippines. Okay. Maybe he's speaking for someone else. Okay.
yeah. But we have a friend that came back almost the same time that I did.
Okay, Nedicare says traveling stateside is very different from international. When I traveled in August 2020, I was walking in the airports with no mask on. You know, it doesn't matter which country you travel to. Every country is going to have their own parameters of
Right.
protocol, and the best thing to do is just stay in tune. Don't listen to YouTubers.
No.
Please do not listen and follow YouTubers. Not even me. But I don't go around, trying to be an informational guy. I could do that. It's not my MO. It's not what I do. What I'm saying is a person on the YouTube channel typically is giving you hypotheticals, conjectures, opinions, second and third hand information that they've gotten off the web, off Google, from other YouTube channels. That's not the primary source of information. And so many people fall into that trap. Do not, please, do not listen. You can listen to them and you can piece your stuff together, but leave it, don't take it as gospel. Please don't do that. I could sit here all night and tell you, all right, I've done this research and I've done that research and I found this out. None of that matters.
Nope.
Because you know what? I'm not accountable for whatever happens to you.
Yep.
You're on your own. So you're best to get your latest and greatest information from the official government sources. You really have to. What I heard today may not apply tomorrow, and it makes me look like a liar, or just makes me look like I'm misinformed, and then I screw you over and I lose a friend. I'm not going to tell you anything. What I will tell you, and what she'll tell you, is our experiences, what's actually happened to us, not what we think will happen to you. So please do not go to other YouTube channels. You can go and watch them, but don't take their word for gospel, because who the hell are they? They're not the authority. You know what I mean?
They're hoping also.
Yeah, they're just trying to put out information. And listen. There's many out there that are well intended. They're trying to give you the best information as far as they know, what the latest and greatest is. Okay, fine. I appreciate that. Thank you. But if you take it for gospel, shame on you.
Well, you're just gonna get confused once you get in that airport.
Jim says we're looking for flights back to Davao in March or next year. And hoping things will be closer to normal. But then, yeah, we're hoping it will open. Period.
Yeah.
I think it eventually will. I think I said that a long time ago, just as a gut check. But I did say a long time ago, and many of you know this. I said, I bet you it's not going to happen in 2021. So far, I'm right. I'm not trying to be right. I wish that wasn't the case, but it just takes the Philippine government a long time to get on the same page. They're all over the place.
Is Serena Roberts our SRRB? Because she was saying, I don't have letter authorization when I travel go to Manila. It's not really true. What are you saying?
I mean, if you're on an SRV and you're out of the country, as far as I know, and don't take this for verbatim, you're supposed to secure a letter of saying, yes, you are authorized. Now, if they've waived that, if they've gotten rid of that, great. Then you can come back on your SRV. I don't know specifically. That was the last I heard about an SRV. But what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber. Don't listen to me.
Hello, Expat Pepper. What do you want to know? I mean...
Travel with them in the Philippines. I came in a little bit late. Can you tell me what she had to go through to get out of the Philippines and into the States? Well, that was back in August of 2020, and that was a fiasco. So when she was supposed to fly in July of 2020, she had to get a swab test, whatever. She went to a hospital and got it all documented, everything.
Yeah.
She had to pay 8,000 plus pesos to get it. She was flying out on Korea Airlines. Korea Airlines, when she got there for a midnight flight, looked at her COVID results, said, we only accept it from these four hospitals, these four facilities.
Oh, is that the Korean Airlines?
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
and she was left standing there. She was there 2 hours ahead of time, and she said, what are you talking about? Here's my results, all that stuff. They wouldn't let her board. So I had to go get her and bring her back home.
No, I bought, that wasn't a swab test. It was, when you get a shot. Rapid test.
Rapid test.
So
but that's what they wanted.
it.
That's what they wanted.
Hi,
But-
T. Taurus.
Hello, Chi. She didn't. Where's my cake? Where's my cake? Rickshaw says, where's my cake? Thank you for coming, Subanin. Tribal Mountain Beauty. Woohoo! So they only accepted a rapid test when she was trying to fly out in July of 2020 to go to our daughter's wedding from 4 facilities. Nobody told us that. They didn't tell her. She booked it through, what was it called? Priceline.com.
Yep.
They didn't tell her. They just said, make sure you get a rapid test. She did that.
No, you make sure you get a test.
Yeah, and then when she went there, Korean Airlines told her, get lost. We can't accept it from that facility, that hospital. We only accept it from these 4. Whatever. We got pissed off, yada, yada. Spent 8,300 pesos. We had a fight to get our money back from Korea Airlines and the booking fees from Priceline.com, but we got it back.
Yeah.
I played a little hardball. So then she rebooked for August. She's going through Japan Airlines. We went there ahead of time. Which facilities? We don't know which facilities. Well, we booked it in July, but for your flight in August. So we went there to find out, do you have specific facilities you accept these tests from for her to fly? Yes. And they gave her a sheet of 4 places like Korea Airlines, only they were all 4 different. So to me, right then and there was a money grab. None of them matched the 4 facilities that Korea Airlines accepted. Whatever. So she went and got her rapid test from a Japan Airlines approved facility. She flew out. Remember we made that video of our tearful goodbye, whatever, back in August of 2020.
Yeah, Japan Airlines.
And then when she went up there 2 hours, ahead of time, she tried to give it to him and said, "We don't need that," and we paid 8,000 for that one again too.
It's like, this is crazy.
So that's what happened. It's just like, oh wow, what's going on? So I've told that story before, but yeah, it's just so bizarre because one hand doesn't know what the other is doing. Expat prepper, tropical Tim in the Philippines. I came. Oh no, I read that one.
Yeah,
I'm
St.
sorry.
Frosty. I want.
Where is it?
My asawa will be flying here in a few months. Is that going to U.S.?
Where's she flying from? Well, not only St. Luke Hospital, they had a list of 4, which no one told us. We didn't know that. She got hers and they didn't accept it. And then when Japan Airlines gave us their 4, and they were totally unique and different from Korea Airlines, because we sat here and compared lists. When she tried to give it to them at Manila Nino Aquino International Airport, they didn't want it. They just told her, we don't need that. Clyde Seaside, hello brother, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody here. Jeannie and just everybody. So good to see you. Thank you so much for coming out and visiting us. I know it's been a while for us. We're coming back, of course.
Philippines, Australia. Well, congratulations that she's getting there.
If you're flying, Expat Prepper says, if you're flying out on Korean, yeah, you have to have your test done by St. Luke's only. No, back then in August of 20, or let's see, June of 2020, you were supposed to fly the first time at Korea Airlines.
No, this is what happened. I had my rapid test, so I went to Korean Airline, and they said, no, we can't take that. We need a swab test. So I missed my flight, so I have to rebook. I rebook it for Japan. But before I rebook it, I made sure that I have my swab test.
Well, you didn't miss your flight. They wouldn't let you board.
Oh, yeah.
She was there 2 hours ahead of time to check in, and they said, we can't accept it from that facility. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And so they said, well, here's the 4 places we'll accept it from.
So I did that. I took a swab test, but I said, I'm not flying from you guys anymore. It's too late.
Well, yeah, it was already gone. So
Yeah.
then when she booked with Japan, they gave her a list.
No,
of
they didn't.
You told me that you said you had to go here or there.
No, we didn't. I already had my swab test.
Oh, okay.
I had my swab test then.
But no, you showed that list from Japan Airlines, and they were different from Korea Airlines.
Probably.
Remember? We were
Yeah.
sitting here debating about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were laughing about it. 2 different airlines had 8 different facilities, different from each other. It just didn't make sense.
And they said they don't need it. It's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Every time you go somewhere, you just say, okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, I'll follow it. You feel like, just following everybody, whatever they want.
No, Mike, international travel right now is not an enjoyable experience. There were a couple countries just today I saw in my news feeds that just locked down hard. I mean, hard. Malaysia,
Qatar, isn't it?
and another one just bam because of a spike in alleged cases. I guess I don't know. Let's see. It was.
Nope, you don't need. Oh,
Nedicare says maybe the question
you should have
you
asked.
should have does she needs to test to fly?
No.
No, you had to test to fly. Remember, to leave
Oh,
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had to test to fly to leave here,
Oh, yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
just one big runaround. It costed us
And I have to wait.
$16,300, more than $300 in the end for nothing.
Yep.
Korea Airlines wouldn't let her on, and this is a long time ago. We're
Oh.
getting on almost a year ago. Korea Airlines wouldn't let her on because it wasn't from one of the 4 facilities they approved of, and Japan Airlines, when she gave it to them, said we don't need that. But she had to get a second test.
Expert prep. Okay. Tom Patrick, Ray, did you have to buy a round trip ticket being an American? No.
No.
It's not mandatory.
There was no mandatory round trip ticket. Nope.
Okay.
Because when she went to the States for our daughter's wedding, she's only supposed to be there 2 months. Turned into 10, mostly because of the travel bans.
Mm-hmm.
If nobody remembers, the Philippine government kept coming out just when it was like cracking open, boom, travel ban. She was 2 days from getting on a flight in March, on March 18th, and on March 15th, Philippine time, travel ban from the U.S. So,
Yep. Expert prepper saying, my wife told me that Philippine Airlines was doing testing right in the airport.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Expat prepper. I don't know about that.
I don't like Philippine Airlines right now.
A lot of people are angry about Philippine Airlines and whatever's going on with them. I've heard
Yeah.
different things. I have no experience, so I can't comment on it. But
It's like
it sounds like a lot of people are not real happy with Philippine Airlines,
it seems like
whatever the reasons are.
they're trying to have a control with other people. You know, like there's something going on. But I guess United still American Airways, so thank goodness.
Woo!
Good time
There's
to
more where
get
that
a
came
deal
from.
on an airline ticket, but no idea when we can travel.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, because I can get a cheap one, but it's far away from the time that ahead of time, like a month before you fly, it will be cheaper, but you don't know if you're gonna get travel ban then. So May 18, I'm still praying, please don't get a travel ban now again. I tried.
Excuse me.
I tried to get the soonest flight that I can get. So I'm just having a bad experience with flying right
It's
now.
still only my second love. My second love. Yes. This is my first love. You know what
Hey,
I mean?
honey. I know. I love you too. I lost it. Okay.
So really, as of right now, and again, you could wake up tomorrow and things change. Nobody knows that. JG says,
Imagine it will be hard to PAL to keep changing as the government keep changing requirements. It's true, and it's like they're following it, and they all gets confused.
well, PAL, along with other Philippine airlines, Cebu Air and Air Asia, they're all broke. They're all broke. They have laid off so many people.
Mm-hmm.
They have quarantined. I guess would that be a good word? So many of their aircraft, they're struggling because of the hard lockdown days. There's many the Philippine airlines, or not Philippine Airlines, but Philippine airline companies that are just been devastated. And I'm sure that's happened in a lot of countries, not just the Philippines. So,
I'm just happy.
are you trying to be my buddy?
No.
This is my buddy.
I know.
You're my love. No, so they're trying to change gears and shift gears and reinventing the wheel and doing things. So you all just need to keep really apprised of the situation
right.
on whatever airlines. Here's another thing, and I said this the other day. If I were you and you're trying to get to the Philippines when that opportunity presents itself, I would try to go as direct as possible. I would not try to go from the U.S. to Korea or Japan, not picking on those countries, or, some layover places for cheaper airfare because you're going to lay over for 8 hours, 12 hours, because the Philippines is very quick on the light switch, on, off, to ban a certain country
Yep.
from being able to fly in here because of an outbreak. So the more direct you can get to Manila, I would do that. Now she went from Houston, Honolulu, Hawaii, Guam to Manila. If
Yep.
she would have been stuck in any of those places and the Philippine government, while she's in transit, decided, while she's actually in flight, decided, nope, there's a travel ban from that country, at least she would have been within the U.S. territories, whatever, states, whatever you want to call it. If you go to another country, you're going here, lay over there, lay over here in the Philippines, you're stuck. You're stuck. You better have the money to get back to where you're going. Things like that. So, again, I'm not an expert, but just kind of things of what I heard. I think that's good, strong, powerful options or knowledge to have. Graham, hello. How are you? Nice to see you, brother. Thank you so much. Let's read some comments here.
I'm trying.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Rena Roberts, PAL not good airlines for me. Yeah, I had a bad experience with them. They won't even want to give me a refund on that, you know, for March 18th that they had a travel ban.
Yep, they didn't even want to give her a refund, and the Philippines put a travel ban. She can't board the flight, and they tried to not give her the refund.
And I have.
Yep, they'll do that. The travel agencies. It's not the airlines. It's the travel. If you go through a Priceline.com or Ticket.com or ASAP Flights or whatever, they will not want to give you the money back. And you're like, wait a minute, I'm ready to board. These sons of bitches
I even
won't let me board. The flight's canceled. How is that my problem? But they will try to hold your money. Tell them.
and
Oh.
and I even paid an insurance for it. You know, it cost me whatever. How much is it? 200 something or 300 something for an insurance. That if there's anything happen, that I will get a refund or rebook my ticket. But they gave me the runaround, and they keep saying, "Oh, well, we can rebook it, but for many months from now." No, I don't want to fly.
They wanted to keep her money from the canceled flight, which is not her fault. Rebook her months later and charge her more.
Oh, yeah.
Extremely more. Her ticket, original ticket, went from roughly 700,
Yes.
700 to 1,700. They said, we can't refund your money, but we're going to rebook you months later, but you're going to have to pay an additional $1,000. Who does that? Who the hell does that?
Yep.
So buyer beware. And she fought. I mean, and I was helping her, you know, through phone and all that, messenger and whatever. That's bullshit. Sorry about my French. Watch out. Watch out.
Yeah.
They will try to keep your money, rebook you months later, and charge you more. Graham says it feels as if we are all stuck in a swamp, trying to negotiate through quicksand. Yeah, the rules for both the Philippines government and your own country's rules don't seem. That's a good point. That's right. Governments are not on the same page. This government says this and has these protocols, and this government has that, and this government wants that, and this, you know, it's, oh my God. It's just.
It's true about
You
that
don't
too,
know.
JG.
Be ready for the big jerk off while you're in transit or while you're trying to board a plane and while you're trying to get to where you're going. Just be ready for it.
Yep.
I would say that. And I'm the furthest thing from an expert. I would just say be ready for worst case scenario. I really believe that. At least for now.
Yeah.
Until things change, you better not be coming flying on the seat of your pants. Anyone ever heard that before? JG, I heard ASAP doesn't refund. Nope. They want to keep your money and say, oh no, we can't refund it, but we will rebook you whatever months down the line, but you're gonna have to pay another $100,000, whatever. Not 8 or 900,000, but 800, 900. That's what they wanted from her, and we fought, and she got it back finally. So be careful. I guess. I mean, I haven't been traveling around, but just, you know, things that, you know, based on her experience, and actually it happened to us twice, so whatever. Joe Hines, hello, welcome to the show. Thank you so much. It's actually not a show. Trying to read over here. I can't keep up on this one, but I can keep up on this one. And I'm not usually that good at looking at two phones. But anyway, Nedeker says, no, I have not. Oh, she's talking to Stay Frosty. BW, pal to me. There you go. Pal. I heard, let's see, Joe Hines. Wishful Wanda deleted a message from Joe Hines. You did? Oh, something happened. I may have hit something, Joe Hines. I'm sorry. Let me try to fix it. I was touching her phone, which I'm not used to, so... But she might be able to fix it. Hold on. So sorry about that. Hope you come back. I must have touched something. I don't know.
Philippine Airlines flies bankruptcy in the U.S.
Yeah, Mike Whitcomb, me booking a flight for my girlfriend through PAL was a nightmare. Rena Roberts, they do that. Whoops, let me say that again. To keep your money until you give up. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that, Rena. I really do. Rickshaw, Tim, your look remind me of Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Wayne's World. A long time since I saw that. Hey, Maximus, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you so much. Let's see, this phone, I got to tilt it a little bit. Scam Pal customer service. Yeah, I'm not implying that, but I think because people are, I don't know, I'm not going to use the word desperate, but really wanting to move and do this and travel and get to where they want to go, whether it's coming here to the Philippines to be with their girlfriend, their wife, their kids, their family, or just be on their own. I think they know after all this time of lockdown, this is just my opinion, after people have been locked down for so long, people will do and pay anything to meet their agenda, you know? And that's kind of like taking advantage of people. For me,
still have to fight Air Asia
for me,
that.
Yep, we still haven't been refunded $300 from Air Asia, and it's been going on a year and a half. Yep. They say we're supposed to get it from the booking agency here, but we can't find anyone from the booking agency, which was a huge tourist booking conglomerate, and we can't find any of them. They don't answer phone calls. They don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. So, you know, it is what it is. But I agree, Rita. Hello, Maximus, again. Thank you so much. Stay Frosty, do you think they'll open PI to all countries at once or drip feed a few countries in at a few times? Can't answer that. I'm unqualified, and I don't even have an opinion. I have no idea. Now, when you look at places like India and some other places that are just exploding with COVID cases, I'm going to hold my own opinion on that. It's one of those, not that I care, but whatever. Yeah, the countries will be selective in who's coming and who's going. So to open it wide open, I don't see that ever happening. Ever. Unless the whole planet is secured in and happy in current up-to-date COVID scenarios. But every country is going to be watching and monitoring whatever news comes out of other countries, and they're going to say, well, you three can't fly in here because you guys suck and you can't control your COVID, but you guys can come in here. That's what I think it's probably going to be something like that for a while, until something else develops. I'm not sure.
Right.
Nedeker says, yes, insurance is really good when booking a flight. Yeah, well, we did it twice, and they still tried to screw us.
Yeah.
Still tried to screw us.
They didn't help me.
Nope, they didn't help her nothing. They wanted to keep the money and said, nope, you don't get a refund, you don't get nothing.
Yep.
But you're right, Eden. You're definitely right, no question about it. Graham says, I've heard country stories of people having to pay for multiple airline tickets just to make a single journey. I know of an Australian that shelled out 20,000 Aussie dollars to get out of the Philippines. I don't doubt that one bit. I really don't. Again, I haven't been traveling since I arrived here, outside of locally, of course. Been to Palawan, where my home is, where our home is, and we can't get there. Hopefully we can soon, but been around. But I haven't traveled or left the Philippines since I got here in February or April of 2019. So I can't speak specifically to it. I'm not qualified. But I have no doubt, Graham, that's what's going on.
That's funny.
Maximus, I stopped flying PAL many years ago when they gave me a hard time with my carry-on bags. They said it was overweight, so I took out several shirts and pants and wore them in layers until my bag lightened. I've heard of people that did that.
Yeah. United, though, I flew with 3 bags, and I only paid $200 for 1 bag. 2 is free.
So you're allowed 2 suitcases at 50 pounds each, but she brought a third fully packed 50-pound bag. She had to pay $200 for it from Houston, Texas, all the way to the Philippines. So it's gonna vary based on the weight for extra baggage and how far you got to fly. I imagine that's fairly typical.
I guess it depends how much you pay for the plane ticket. I guess
Correct. Let's see, JJ. I can't believe it's Memorial Day weekend and I need the heat on. I heard it was cool in some places in the States this weekend. I was very surprised.
Whew.
It's probably cold as crap up there where Tom Patrick is in Maine. Tom and Lynn, just two of my favorite people in the world. But anyway, I heard about a cold front moving through there. I'm like, I mean, it's June. What the hell? Here, you can have some of our heat. It is ridiculously hot here.
Actually, right now we have the air conditioner running. We turned off our fans so it doesn't make a
noise, backyard. But it's so hot here.
It's now even with air conditioning.
We have our air AC on, and we're fine. But you can if you step outside, it's like walking from a walk-in freezer, to a sauna. Guaranteed. Yeah. It is so hot here. It's hot. But every May that I've been here, this is my third one in a row. Not counting all the times I've been to the Philippines since 1980, and I was stationed here for 3.5 years. Not counting those. I'm just saying, the last 3 Mays, I've been here, May of 2019, 20, and 2021, they've all been blistering, just really bad. It's summer here. Rainy season's around the corner, though. Watch it. It's going to change real quick. Maximus says, I point out to Pal other in line that could barely lift their bags that were bigger than my carry-on. Whoops, hold on.
They did not check the weight?
Did not check the weight. Yep, Tom Patrick. That's funny, Maximus. We had to pay extra on Pal, too. Martina, hello, Martina's Journey. Hello, how are you, dear? Nice to see you. Thank you so much. Stay frosty. I think they let a few in at a time. It would be mayhem to let every country in at the same time. Now, as far as I know, don't quote me on this because I don't track Nino Aquino International Airport here in Manila. I don't do all that, or airlines. As far as I know, they're only allowing 1,500 in at a time. Now, they were doing direct flights to Cebu, but for a short period here over the next several days only. Until June 5th. There are no direct. Anyone who's booked and going into Cebu, you're getting diverted to Manila. You're going through all that bullshit, and then you're going into 10 days quarantine. And that has pissed off a whole bunch of people. Yeah. Sorry about your luck.
And that cuts off for the NAIA or Manila,
Yeah. Yeah, so anyone over the next several days that was scheduled or that is flying into Cebu, you ain't flying into Cebu. You're getting diverted to Manila, and you're going through the quarantine.
And if you already booked a hotel in Cebu, oh goodness.
Yeah, if you already booked that hotel in Cebu, hope you can get your money back. I don't know that you can or you can't, or I have no idea. I don't, but it's just buyer beware. Be very careful. Yeah. Be very careful. Let's see, Medicare, U.S. Airlines, good with insurance. I believe that. I don't have any experience with it, but if you say that, then you've had some good things. Rena Roberts, Maximus, they need under the table. If you have problems about, don't give any money to them, especially Western peoples. That's interesting. Judy Fisher, JG, it is unbelievable. Netica, cheers. Yes, it's cold here in my state too. Yeah. And she's in, you're not back in Pennsylvania, are you? Are you back in Pennsylvania now? Yeah. Eden, Chi Torres, hello. Jeannie again. Hi, Tim, have to sleep. Oh, yeah, okay, no problem. Good night.
Good night,
and I'll be back to see you again, Jeannie, don't worry. I'll be back to see all of you again. I had to get away because I was just so, you know how it is.
Typical man.
No typical man. I mean, I've done fine here for how long she's been gone, but this last month, because of the on-again, off-again flights, I just, kind of got to me, you know.
Okay,
She's back in PA, yeah. So if anybody doesn't know Netica Cheers, please go and see her. Lovely lady, Filipina, 5 lovely children, married a long time, does cooking, and she does a lot of natural cooking from her gardens and things like that. Just a cool lady.
Yeah.
Very quiet, very reserved, but I love her. I love watching her. I really do.
Okay.
And I love Lottie. It's been a while. So, but I'll be back. You know I'll be back. This was a good time for me. And you know what? My walkie-talkies and my sharing is caring and all that stuff, we're going to get back to doing that. I'm glad I don't know why, but it was just luck would have it. I didn't do it this month because I would not have liked it. And you might not have liked me because it's so hot. You go out there at 9 in the morning. If you don't get your stuff done here over the last month by 9, 10 in the morning, you're screwed because it's so hot. You go out there and you just be dripping wet. It's brutal.
Yeah.
Or it's been brutal
Is
here.
it 39 degrees Celsius? Good. I don't know. I
Tim
think
D,
that's hot.
39 Fahrenheit in my hometown of New York. Yeah. Yeah, but you know how it's been here, Tim. I'm pretty sure it's not much different up there in Pampanga, but here it's just been really, really
Is it like
scorching.
46 Celsius?
7 in the morning, if you walk outside, you've got about 100 steps, maybe 125, and you're wet. I'm just telling you, it's been that hot here. And that's
Right,
okay.
Patterson. Hi,
If
Patterson.
I don't like it, I leave, right? But it's okay. It's just that time of year, but it's really been especially noticeable. Right, Pat, how are you? Only going to get up to 75 here in Atlanta today. Nowhere near the normal temps. Yeah, Atlanta this time of year? Yeah, that should be sweltering somewhere in what, like the upper 80s? I'm pretty sure. If I know anything about the South, which I'm a Badger from Wisconsin, but I've spent enough time in the South, stationed and lived in Florida for many years. So, yeah, Atlanta's like supposed to be like nasty, muggy this time of year. So at least you get a little reprieve. So that's cool.
Hello, Philly in the Philippines.
Brian, hello. How are you? Nice to see you. Hello to Lut Lut, and hope you all are doing well.
Lot.
She just got back, so after 10 months of being apart and 10 days quarantine here, we're finally back together and decided we want to get back to YouTube. Took some time off, of course, for other important things. So thank you so much for the visit. Really appreciate that. Tim, let me see. Maximus, I wonder if VIP government officials and very rich people get a free pass from quarantine. You know, I don't know. And that's a good question. It's no, here in the Philippines, it's not who you know, it's who knows you. Trust me. It's nothing about who you know, it's about who knows you. Now, what? Oh, I was going to ask you something. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not important. I was going to ask you, but it doesn't matter. Tim D, opening up the Philippines for tourism is funny. I cannot legally go out of my house here in Pampanga. Yeah, the problem in the Philippines right now.
Thank you, Sabanan.
If you're here, thank you to everybody. Thank you so much for our return trip to YouTube, and we're going to get back to it. But the biggest problem that I've noticed here in the Philippines is, and I'm sorry if I'm not seeing everyone's comment, whatever, but is the LGUs. The LGUs are the local government units. That could be a small little barangay chairman or captain, and there could be a provincial governor, a city mayor, whatever. That's the big problem. Keep in mind, if you get here, when you get here, and get to your final destination, once you do any quarantines or anything that they want you to do at that time, you may be subjected to be kind of confined in that one area. Either the local LGU, local government unit, may not allow you to leave without a whole bunch of crap, paperwork and more swab tests or this, that, and I'm not saying that's how it is. I'm just saying be prepared for it. Or you can leave your area, but the surrounding local government units won't let you pass through or transit. I'm just saying, you have to be ready for that. Walt Tollander, so nice to see you. OMJ, Mike and Lynn, nice to see you. Thank you so much. So bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. In March, I did a West Coast trip. I did a lot of videos on it. Many of you saw it. And I went up the west coast of Luzon because I had to get out of here. I've been locked down here so long. She was back in the U.S. And I had a very nice trip, a very good journey. I went through checkpoints. Most of them were about fill out this paperwork, and then they would ask to see your ID after you fill out the paperwork to confirm whether you were a bullshitter, lying, or if you were saying who you were, you said you were, if it was believable. And once that matched up, okay, no problem. And I got so far, all the way up to the Ilocanos, and they were only on an MGCQ, the lowest form of quarantine, and they politely said, if you don't live here, you can't come in. So I had to turn around, and my trip was about over with anyway, but I was trying to get further, and I couldn't. So keep that in mind if you do get over here, that albeit you might be where you want to be at your final destination, be careful, you may not be able to move around. As of right now, we can't go to our home in Palawan. We can't. I'm a permanent resident here. This is a Filipina, even though she's a U.S. citizen. We can't go to our home in Palawan. We're still waiting.
Mr. Bear is saying the problem is no one on the same page.
Yeah, it is a lot about that. Countries around the world are, I don't think, for now, and who knows in the foreseeable future, how long it's going to take them to be on the same page. Are we going to end up going to vaccine passports? You can't enter a sporting event without proving that you have the vaccine. You can't go grocery shopping without proving you have the vaccine. You can't go to your sister's house without proving you have the. Who knows? Nobody knows this, but there's so many hypotheticals being thrown around out there. It's hard to say.
And there's Streifel.
Yep, Anders Streifel. Hello, nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you again to everybody for coming by. I'm sorry we're not reading every comment, there's a lot, but it's not. And we'll be back again, and you can still ask questions whenever we come back and things like that. So we're doing the best we can. I'm just so happy that you're back. How long were you gone?
10 months.
10 months?
Okay.
Okay, so it's only been 10 months. Oh my gosh. Yumi Mango, thank you so much for stopping by. Tribe of Mom Beauty still there. It's so nice to see all of you again. It really is. I've been missing YouTube. And I'm not a big YouTuber, and I don't do it for money. You all know that, or no, I don't care about it. I like, you can all tell, we like what we do. We have fun with it and enjoy it. We just do. It works for us in the capacity that we do it in. And we've met so many cool people out in the YouTube world. I think that's what's been most important, at least for me personally. At first, she thought it was stupid. She didn't care, or, she didn't understand. But now she's come to really like it. But again, we took a break, at least for the last month, roughly. And I just needed to step away because my focus was on her. I'm like, whatever it takes to get her back here, because we were just tired of the cancellations and the travel bans. And I was like, time out. I need to do one thing or the other, or, I could do both, but you have to decide where you want to focus your energy on. I'm sure you would all agree. When it's something important in your life, you have to make decisions about, well, I need to devote, because what else was I doing here? Nothing. So I said, well, I can focus and channel energy toward YouTube, and that's good. It's beneficial. It's therapeutic for me. Whatever. I enjoy doing it. Love it. Love seeing everybody and love going to their channels. And then I said, I don't think I'm devoting enough attention to what it takes to get her back here. I really need to be in her corner and help her. And I was helping. It's not like I abandoned her, but I was feeling helpless. Like, what can I do? What should I do? I'm here. I'm here in the Philippines, kind of stuck. I can't travel very far. I can't do much. my only option is to abandon everything we have here and get on a plane and go back to the States. But I wanted to stay the course, and so did she, because we had decided this is where we wanted to retire. I did 2 careers, one in the military. Maybe. She's just missing our new grandson, and now we have another grandchild coming. We don't know what it's going to be because my daughter and my son-in-law want to keep it anonymous and be surprised at birth. So, another one's coming. So that'll make number 8 for us. 8 grandkids. I don't look that old, do I? Maybe I do. I don't know.
Go ask them.
Anyway.
Ask your grandchildren.
Your turn. Back in a sec. Thank you so much. I need to read. I need to reload. Oh yeah.
9:15.
Okay, 9:30. Okay, good.
Okay.
Don't announce it. Don't announce it.
How's the construction in your neighborhood going? Oh, it's a little better though. I don't know what he's talking about. They are done like 5 o'clock.
It's really bad next door. It's been going on for over 6 months, and the dust and everything on my belt. It's so loud. See this behind the curtain? They built it up 3 stories and blocked off our window. And want to see?
Oh.
This used to be a window that used to show sunshine. Now it's nothing but concrete block, and that's how they build. So I don't even need these drapes here because nobody can see in, no one can see out. So right now it's just to hide the brick wall that's on the other side of the window. The window, if this were my house and I owned it, I'd be mad because I would have wasted money on putting in those sliding glass big pane windows, and now they're useless. Can't do nothing with it. But it's the way the Philippines is, you know.
I talked to the foreman. I said, you better not keep me up all night.
Be right back.
Just because, I'm going to have my jet lag. Anders asking or saying, I appreciated your videos about low-cost living in the Philippines. You showed that one can live very cheap and simple. You do not need thousands of dollars a month. No. You don't need that much here in the Philippines, really. He does it. I mean, I don't know how much. Well, he likes to live like very low. But he can afford it, but he tried for the $600. Oh yeah, it's enough. Have you heard the 8 a.m. horn, Ray? I think so, but you know what? Like I said, I have a jet lag, so I get up like 3 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, going to bed crazy. Like, I'll be falling asleep and he'll just wake me up like late at night, and, wake up, you already slept a long time. It's just a crazy sleep. Everyone saying hi to everyone. I'm just gonna say too that Judy Fisher, I love you. Thank you for being there for me. And I told Tim that I was gonna do this because I miss talking to you. But thank you for being there when I was in the U.S. Everybody would probably here in the Philippines will think oh, you got it good, but it's kind of hard. You don't want to go, you want to stay there, but you have to come back because, part of your heart is here too. And glad you are back, Mr. Barrett. Say, thank you, Mr. Barrett. Beautiful day. Oh, that's Pok Pok here and Pok Pok there you were talking about. Oh, what are you talking about? You okay? He just dropped his magnet can opener. Yeah, I don't know about the horn, Tom. I think Tim is hearing a lot of things too when he was by himself. I don't know. I will not tolerate what I guess he went through here.
Yeah, as far as I just want to go back a little bit. As far as Philippine living on $600 a month, I made that series specifically to demonstrate that. Yeah, you don't have to. It's not necessary to drag your whole Western lifestyle over here. If you want to and you make the money to be able to do that, good on you, no problem. Many Westerns will come over here and not try to live here on less than 3,000, 5,000, 6,000, and there's many that make that and even more, and that's fine. The whole objective of that series was to demonstrate that the closer you can live a Filipino lifestyle, the cheaper it can be for you. And that series is mostly, it really was designed for those that were kind of doing one of these. Can I make it there on just this much or that much? Yes. Are you going to give up some things and sacrifice? Yes. Are you going to have to change your lifestyle and leave your Western lifestyle behind? Absolutely. Would I come over here and live on $600 a month? No chance. I would not do it. Could I? Absolutely. But it's all about the individual. What works for you? What are you willing to give up? Now there's some caveats that go with that, and I explain those away. You better have some money in the bank for backup in case you need to leave, you need to go back to your country for a serious medical thing, which brings to the next thing. You should come here with already a solid medical plan, and you have to be willing to not own a car, maybe, perhaps, not live in the most luxurious place, perhaps, learn how to eat local Philippine cuisine. There's many variables, many tangibles. Can you do it? Absolutely, you can. It doesn't mean you're denigrating yourself or bringing your lifestyle down, or it's something that whatever it takes for you to get to the Philippines to live, yes, you can do it. Absolutely, yes, you can do it. Dismiss all the naysayers. They've come and challenged me, or I don't. That's fine. I invite that. That's fine. No problem. But these are the guys that won't live here unless they make 4,000 or 5,000 a month, because they don't know what it would be like to live on six. So if you can make it here on 600 a month, which you can, it's going to be a different lifestyle, and you're not going to be living in a rat infested and low income. What you can do it. Many do. We don't, but I'm just saying many do. So it's so possible to do it. It really is. So imagine if you made 800, 1,000, 1,200. If I could clearly demonstrate that you can make it on 600, imagine what you can do on 1,000, which is not a lot of money. 1,200, 1,500, 1,600, 2,000, whatever. We don't have these problems. But it was important for me at the time to demonstrate that if you really wanted to get to the Philippines, but you were unsure based on your monthly residual income, and you could meet a few of the necessities, which was, money in the bank, at least 10,000, I would recommend, for emergencies, whatever, an already secured. Now, your medical is already coming out of your pension. So that doesn't cut into your 600. It's when it comes out, you're left with around 600 because the medical is already taken care of. So there's ways to do it, but can you do it? Yeah, you can.
Thank you, JG.
JG's leaving. I have to get painting. Take care of Timmy Ray. Hey, are you going to replace that living room set? I'll be by to see you soon, JG. No worries. Yes, Joy TV. Hello. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. San Juan Union blog. Nice to see you, Mark. Thanks so much. Yeah, you can live on, you can live on that amount. You're just not going to be living the high life, whatever your high life is. But for some, they don't want to come here and have a girlfriend or a wife or an instant family of a girl and 2 kids or whatever. They just want to come here and live and be by themselves. And they don't care about the things that they're normally accustomed to in the Western country they're coming from. I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying there are some that are curious about that. So, yes, you can make it on that much. And I'm not talking about just surviving. You can make it and be happy. Would I do it? No. Could I? In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. But it's not for everybody. See, it's difficult to do that, to accept that kind of lifestyle. Go back and look at the vlog I showed you about that American that I found here a couple months ago that has no residual income, no Social Security, nothing. And he sells burritos on the street. He looks like a regular kind of Tondo Filipino kind of person. You know what I mean? But he's happy. That's what he wants. How long he'll be happy, none of us know. But
right.
he's okay with who he is and what he's doing. How did he get here and decide to do that? I have no idea. I have no idea. It doesn't take that much. Could that change? Of course it could. It could go for the better. It could go for the worse based on the exchange rate. So, anyway, I just wanted to throw that plug in there. Yes, you can live here so cheaply. You really can. It just depends what your expectations are and who you are and what's
and who you with.
And who you're with. What's acceptable to you. Again, would I want to come over here knowing what I know and live on $600 a month? No, but that's me and what my expectations are for my lifestyles and whatever. But can it be done? You bet. Yes,
San
it can
Juan
be.
La Union. When you coming back to San Juan La Union? Yes, I want to see it too.
Yes, we're going to be, as soon as we can, we're going to be traveling again because we want out of here. We want out of here so
Yeah.
bad.
But I'm trying to still adjust to to be acclimated.
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 Or what?
Acclimated?
Acclimated?
Yes.
She's back. Just like the thumbnail said. She's back. Woo!
Scott, I'm new. Oh, I'm new. Where are you guys located?
We are here in Manila.
In Tondo.
Tondo. We are in Tondo, Manila. But our home is in Palawan.
Yeah.
But we haven't been able to get there since June of 2019.
Yeah. We might
So
be
it's been
going
2
back
years.
and forth there because he still have things
Yep.
need to finish up over here.
Yeah.
BWW, laughing out loud, hello.
So anyway, it's been 90 minutes. We thought we'd only go an hour because we've been away for so long. We didn't want to like drag it on forever and ever, but it's been 90 minutes. We're going to go ahead and, I mean, we have nothing else better to do, but we want to keep a little bit available later for you guys. So this is our, our coming out party kind of thing. So glad to see all of you, both of us are, Tim Desiak and Judy and Expat Prepper and Nedicure, and man, so many of you, Jeannie and oh my gosh, Rena Robert, just so many people for coming out, BW and Adrian, and just, of course, our stalwarts, Tom Patrick and...
Thank you, Tom Patrick.
Yes, absolutely.
Lynn.
And let me have some fun. Quit dogging me out about you know what. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Sue Bannon, my Mountain Beauty girl. Oh my gosh. You know what? I sent you a $5 super chat on your live and you never even saw me. That's right. That's right, Tribal Mountain Girl. I sent you a $5 super chat. Not much, but I was just like, here, go and buy yourself a lunch. Yes, all is right in the world now, Judy. That's right. Look at her.
Thank you, Judy. My sister from another mother.
I'm not a diver, Mark. I'm not a
I'm
diver.
just kidding.
I mean, I was in the Navy 20 years, so I can dive, but not that way. No, I'm not used to snorkeling. Oh, okay, you did see it. Okay, good. I was just wondering since you never saw it. But I haven't hardly watched anybody. I haven't watched any videos. When I stopped, I stopped. So, but now we're back. We're coming back, and we look forward to a good time with all of you, showing you some cool things and doing the things we like to do.
Tom Patrick said, I didn't say a word. Not a word. Maybe
Where's Lynn?
words.
Tell Lynn we love her. We're thinking about her. Where's that stupid cat, too? You guys have been great for supporting and for us coming back after so long. That was just one.
PJB.
PJB. Oh my God.
Dinner at 10. Oh, actually, yeah.
Malose, what's going on?
I gotta watch my church. It's 11 o'clock there.
We'll be around to check all you out again. We're gonna get right back into it, our YouTubing and stuff like that. But the time away was wonderful.
Thank you, PJB.
PJB. Really? Okay.
Yay, more.
Yeah, she will.
Milk tea?
She will go have dinner on that. She won't do nothing else with it. She will say, "Hey, I got a $20 dinner. We're gonna go."
Give me the money now.
If that's what you want.
Hey, give me the money.
Yeah. Nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you.
Thank you so much, guys.
I hope you and your wife are doing wonderful. Really.
Yeah.
It's good to see all of you, and I'll be back, or we'll be back to, watching channels and watching videos and doing our thing, and so it's time to come back. The time off was wonderful for us, just wonderful, just because of what we went through for her to get back here. But look at that, here we are.
And
Woo!
PJB, we're gonna be caring and sharing and caring that money. I can't wait to get out there. It's just so hot right now here.
No, Malose, I'm not in the Red Horse. I think I had one like after a hot, very hot walkie-talkie. And I went to a sorry. Hey, can I get a San Mig? No, they didn't have it. But they had a cold Red Horse, and I knew I was still a long ways away to getting a San Mig. I said, all right, give me the Red Horse. So maybe that's what you saw or heard.
Look at Judy. She was just thinking like the same thing that I was thinking. She's looking forward to some upcoming sharing is caring. Yes.
Yep. I miss OMJ, Mike and Lynn, and again, the plan wasn't to dismiss everyone. It was a focus to each other, so I could make sure I could put all my energy into helping her get back here. And well, now that's done, so we are who we are. We're not going to hide. But originally, when we were planning on going live tonight, we were eventually going to. But we said, why not? It was raining tonight. We finally got some rain. It's only like the second hard rain, if
Hi,
any,
Mugs.
that I've seen in Mugs. Hello, how are you, dear?
Yeah.
We just haven't seen any rain. Even Mugs can tell you it's been so hot here. It's she's only a couple kilometers from me, so no big deal. But
Yeah. San Juan La Union, yes. Once we get to Palawan, you guys follow in.
no, we'll come up
Anytime
there
you guys come here,
because I didn't get a chance to stop and
Everyone's
see Mark
welcome.
on my way back because I had to vector down and head down to Chuck's in Pampanga. So I was sorry I missed that. But anyway, listen, we're back. Not that we're a big deal or nothing like that. But we miss a lot of you guys, and we're back. You can see we're back, but we're back in a lot of ways. So we still have goals and things that we want to do, specifically get into our home in Palawan and things like that. So, but the greatest support mechanism I have in my life outside of you guys, well, yeah, that's true, is sitting right here next to me. I am so happy. You have no idea, I'm so happy. 10 months is a long time. Again, we were weather stormed from my deployments in the Navy, but
And I believe him.
10 months is, well, a lot of them saw me sitting here and walking, talking, whatever, so it doesn't matter. But.
Fisher.
Okay, guys, we're going to go, just keeping it kind of short. It actually went longer than we thought. We said, well, just go on for an hour and say hi to everyone, let them know that we're back in the saddle. And want to say hi to everyone. But
you look
it-
like
it-
separated here.
Oh yeah.
It's
Well,
got this.
whatever. It went a little longer than we thought, but we're happy with it because we got to see all of you. Go sit in the
Yes.
corner.
Well, thank you guys.
So pleased to see all of you again. And thank you for coming out and greeting us and supporting us back in our return, kinda. It's only been gone a month or so, something like that.
As soon as we can do the sharing and caring, please follow.
Yes, definitely do that. Everything that we do. And follow each other. There's so many great people and channels in here.
Mhm.
I've always said that. Thanks, Jess Barrett and PJB and Malose and Tim Dizak, Miss Mud, Judy, Tom. I can't think. There's so many people. I'm not saying I'm surprised, but a little bit taken back because I was like, well, we just did a short announcement that let's go live tonight, kind of break the ice, and so many of you came out. So many of you came out.
I can't wait.
That was wonderful. So that's encouraging, and it just makes me want to come back and see all of you again real quick. And she's going to be coming to see you too. So yeah, we're leaving Tondo, but we couldn't because we were locked down. When we were supposed to leave in April of 2020, March 15th of 2020 happened, and so that's what happened. So
Everything is fine.
yeah, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
We accept that. This is not where we want to be now. We were okay with a
That's
year
right
in
here.
Tondo because her family was here, but didn't work out. We were just this far from leaving and going to Palawan, and boom, lockdown. So
Yeah.
the rest is kind of history. We were just kind of stuck here. What was I supposed to do? Move to another place in Manila and start a whole nother lease and for what? I mean, there was no reason. It's like, all right, it was kind of a month thing. We'll wait, and then she left, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to be here anymore, and alone, whatever. And okay, she's coming home next month, this month, whatever. Just never happened. And so more months go by, and it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? What if Palawan opens up and I can go there? I'd be stuck with another lease if I went somewhere else, and started all over again. So it's like, well, whatever, just wait it out. But hey, we're tough. Big boy, big
I love
girl.
you, Nico.
That's our new grandson. She's shouting out.
Oh yeah.
She's shouting out our 6-week-old grandson. No, March, 2-month-old grandson. There we go. So
He's 2 months already?
2 months.
Oh my goodness.
He's 2 months. So she's shouting out Nico, our grandson. So listen, guys, thank you
Bye,
so much.
guys.
We'll see you again. Thank you so much. I hope I see you guys again. Not on my channel, but I'm just saying, I hope you guys are still creating and doing your things, because I'll be back to see you. The stress is over. All that stuff is over. Thanks so much. It's great seeing you. Look at her. Isn't that nice? Been a long time. Anyway, thanks again. We'll see you soon. Thank you, PJB. Oh my gosh. Listen. Peace out.
Walang katapat. Bye, bugs. Good night, BWW. What is BWW's name? Brian?
I don't know, but I
Brett?
just know he's our bud, BWW. Peace out, guys. See you later. Thanks again. That was really nice of all of you. It
Bye.
really was. See ya. Oh, wait.
Oh,
What? What did you do? Wait.
you silly.
Oh, I don't
You're
know.
just silly.
I don't know. Wait. What happened? I don't even know. Wait, I gotta. Don't tell him I gotta do that. But
Love you, Judy. My sister.
Judy's your sister?
Yes. From another mother.
How many mothers?
We got our own mothers.
Really? Okay. Oh, that's why.